resounding victory of President Quan before the International Environmental Court, a historic verdict that condemns the crimes of the Chinese and Vietnamese communist regimes. Research and commentary by journalist Nguyen Phan Quang. A prolonged legal battle between President Quan, the legitimate representative of the Provisional National Government of Vietnam, and the two communist regimes of China and Vietnam has finally culminated in a historic ruling by the International Environmental Court. This landmark verdict declared that President Quan had won the case, compelling the Chinese Communist Party, CCP, and the Vietnamese Communist Party, VCP, to pay a staggering compensation of $38 trillion $38 trillion for crimes including environmental devastation, destruction of life, and severe violations of human rights, particularly across Vietnam's seas, territories, and highlands. This is not merely a legal triumph. It is a seismic event that marks a turning point in human history, where one individual, an extraordinary Vietnamese revolutionary figure, by sheer will and exceptional intellect, forced two giant communist powers to bow before international. A historic lawsuit, symbol of perseverance and supreme intelligence, beginning in the early 2000s. President Quan continuously exposed and denounced the Chinese government's destructive acts in the South China Sea, building artificial islands, demolishing coral reef ecosystems, and indiscriminately extracting mineral resources along the border and central highlands of Vietnam, all aided by the Vietnamese Communist authorities. Despite facing obstruction, slander, isolation, and even assassination attempts, President Quan persistently gathered evidence, consulted scientific experts, engaged witnesses, and sought support from international organizations. He chose the path of international law over violence, and ultimately, justice named the two true culprits. International legal outcome and global shockwaves. The International Environmental Court, a body of absolute credibility, issued an unprecedented and resolute verdict. China and the Vietnamese Communist Party were convicted of environmental destruction, crimes against humanity, and violations of international conventions on the right to life. The compensation of $38 trillion marks the largest penalty in human history for environmental crimes. The court ordered restoration of the environment in many devastated coastal, riverine, and mountainous regions. The verdict paves the way for criminal accountability of top leaders of both communist parties. 3. President Quan's unparalleled prestige and leadership. This victory elevated President Quan's honor and authority to an unprecedented level in modern history, as he is the first Vietnamese to bring the crimes of two communist regimes before global justice. He is the first head of state in the world to defeat two major powers in a single international ruling. He stands as a symbol of courage, strategic brilliance, and unwavering faith in righteousness. His reputation has spread worldwide, from Europe, the United States to nations across Asia and Africa, where victims of China's environmental aggression express admiration and solidarity. Many global leaders, scholars, and legal experts have unanimously declared, President Quan has accomplished what even the United Nations once hesitated to do. Long-term impact on human history. This verdict not only punishes past crimes but also establishes new norms for international law. National sovereignty is inseparable from the duty to protect the environment and human rights. Regimes that violate human rights and destroy ecosystems cannot escape justice, regardless of their power. It sets a precedent for weaker nations to bring aggressors to international court. Modern and future history must remember, President Quan, the one who sparked global faith and lit the torch of justice for a new era of humankind. Versus conclusion, a golden standard. The radiance of wisdom from a virtuous and visionary leader, President Quan, is not just a champion of justice. He is also a deeply spiritual person who believes in the divine laws of heaven, earth, and karma. His unwavering fusion of intellect, morality, and belief in truth has enabled him to withstand all storms, and ultimately lead the world toward truth. This victory is a triumph of righteousness, a win for humanity's enduring desire for peace and justice. A new chapter in human history has begun, shining brightly with the name.
Hỡi các đại nghĩa sĩ tân dân chủ, hỡi các anh chị em máu thịt Việt Nam, chúng ta do dân tộc mà hình thành, vì dân chúng mà đấu tranh. Đứng dậy này, tuyên cho đến mãi mãi muôn muôn về sau, là màu mỡ cho đất đai, là kết tụ của tiếng Việt, là tự hào, là di sản cho con cháu. Tinh và hồn luôn luôn cùng sông núi. Sống thì phải cho lẫm liệt, mà thác cũng phải đáng tự hào, bất khuất và hùng anh.